I'm pretty sure that everyone who watches this video wants to make money. But what is the percentage of viewers that are actually going to go and write down how much they want to be making by the end of 2023 per month? I said 10,000. That was in my previous video. You could click on it right here. Out of the people who wrote down how much money they would like to make, what's the percentage of those people that go on to write what they need to do every day in order to get closer to that goal? If I want to make $10,000 a month, you have to have a routine. That is the first thing I wrote down in whatever I need to do every day to reach my goals. Because if you're walking around every day with not a set amount of things you need to have done, like a schedule or at least a task list every day, and you're just walking around without a purpose and you're just doing whatever you feel like doing, you're not going to make that 10 G's a month. You have to have a routine. That's the first thing. That's the most important thing I wrote down. Now, the second one, and I'm not going to get into this too deep. You guys can let me know if you want me to, but it's just an example. If you want to make money, the first step is writing down how much money you would want to make. Now, this is what I did. I want to make 10 G's a month, but I multiplied that by 10. I multiplied every goal I have by 10. But the second thing I wrote down is no bullshit consumption. That means I'm not going to waste my time on TikTok. I'm not going to scroll through Instagram. I'm not going to be on that, you know what I'm saying, on that loser, mindless consumption, fucking time eating void my entire day, okay? I'm going to actually get shit done. Every day I wake up with a certain amount of attention that I could put into certain activities. So if I wake up with 100% attention, I'm not going to give away 50% of it on TikTok and Instagram or Netflix or whatever. I'm going to put 100% onto making that fucking money to get to my goal point. Like I said before in the previous video, the wanting of being successful, wanting to be successful is here. And believing that you can be successful is here. And these two are crazy far apart. Because, of course, everyone is going to want to be rich. Now, you could lie to yourself and be like, oh, I'm okay with an average job. I don't need to be like on that crazy luxurious life. I'm okay being average. I'm okay. No, you're not. You've just convinced yourself that so that you can have an excuse to not try as hard. Oh, I'm okay with mediocrity. No, you're not, bruh. That's not even your belief. It's just the people you hang around are mediocre. So you're like, you know what? These people are cool. You know what I'm saying? They're making okay money. They're not struggling. I'll just be like them. I don't want to be like all that, hustle, grind. No, you do not want to be like them. You have a routine, you cut out the bullshit, and then you are left with only the shit that makes you successful. If you cut out everything that doesn't make you money or doesn't improve yourself, then you are only left with the things that do. But you have to be careful. You have to be careful. I could be completely bullshitting you right now. You do not have to believe me. And I do not have the authority to speak on how to become successful because I'm not at that point yet. But you must have a student mindset. And I'm pretty sure you know what that means since you already clicked on this video. You know, you're on the entrepreneurial self-improvement type shit. You watch Hamza, Andrew Tate, whatever. But you must encounter every situation with the question, okay, what can I learn from this? Everything you do, every place you go, every person you meet, you must find out a way to learn something. You must always be learning. This doesn't have to go with people you talk to because some of y'all may not have conversations that often. It goes with the people you listen to on YouTube, on TikTok. Every video you watch, you have to find out a way to extract value. And then that value that you extract, you must examine it. Okay, where did this belief come from? Okay, it came from this guy. Okay, but why does this guy believe it? Who hacked into his brain? Who engineered his mind? Because, guys, your mind is engineerable. Your mind is programmable. Now, when you give your attention to TikTok, Instagram, Netflix, you are letting these motherfuckers that you are listening to program your mind for you. Now, you can choose who programs your mind. Is it going to be some fucking loser on YouTube like me? Or is it going to be yourself? Now, everything I teach you, everything that Andrew Tate, Hamza, whoever the fuck you listen to, whatever they teach you, you must examine Why do they believe this? Why are they telling me this? What value can I extract? Okay, is this true? Let me do my own research. You must come to your own conclusions. Do not let these motherfuckers like me brainwash you into thinking these types of ways, because you must come to your own way of thinking. You cannot be the sheep. Now let me give you an example of this. I said the first step in making money is to write down how much money you want to make. Okay, but maybe you don't know how much money you want to make. And maybe you're okay with making $1,000 a month. Maybe you're like broke as fuck, $1,000 a month in a year. That's fine, it's whatever. Making money online, that's okay. And I said to multiply that by 10. And now you're all like, okay, well, how am I going to make $10,000 a month? Can I make $10,000? Do I have access to that type of information in order to make that money? Now you're starting to doubt me. Okay, this is good. But you must have the student mindset, being like, okay, maybe he's right. I could extract some value. And you have to not be a fucking sheep. Okay, well, how does he believe this? I talk about it in the previous video, by the way. But why does he believe this? Okay, he wants to be successful. Okay, but who taught him this? Some random ass dude online. Okay, well, if I'm learning from some random ass dude online about something he learned from some random ass dude online, how can I trust this guy? How do I know to 10x my goals? Okay, now I'm gonna go and research on my own, and I'm gonna come to my own conclusion. You cannot be a sheep, but you also must have that student mentality. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me give y'all another goal. 1 million subscribers by the end of 2023. Now, of course, this is 10x. My realistic goal is 100,000 subscribers, but I 10x it because I want to reach higher. And like I mentioned earlier, there are studies proven that if you have higher goals, you're going to reach higher than your original goal. Does that make sense? So if you have a goal of like making $1,000 a month by the end of the year, and you shoot for 10,000 instead of 1,000, you're going to be making 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, 8,000 a month. Maybe you even reach that 10K a goal, but it's going to be higher than if you shot at 1,000. So 1 million subscribers. What do I have to do every day? Let's see. Consistency and value is the number one thing in reaching 1 million subscribers. I must be consistent with my uploads, uploading every day, and I must give value to my audience, because if I'm not trying to entertain you guys, I cannot compete. I cannot compete with the people who entertain on YouTube, like the hyper edited, overstimulated, fucking subtitles, crazy music, fucking saturated video game gameplay, for example. I cannot compete with those guys. So I can compete. I am trying to compete with the people who are preaching value to their audiences, like Hamza, like Andrew Tate, like Luke Belmar. My top 3, by the way, those guys are fucking G's. I am competing with them. I'm competing with everyone on YouTube and every one of the content creators, because you could take YouTube videos into little snippets, post them on Reels, TikToks, Shorts. So I'm competing with all those guys, and I need value in my videos, because that is the most important thing. If I'm not editing my videos, if I'm not having crazy overstimulating music, subtitles, whatever like this, the only thing that's making my videos worth watching is the value I give. So I know if a video doesn't do well, it's simply because the value I'm giving in that video did not deserve the views it would have gotten. It's not going to do well because the value in it is not that good. Okay, the second thing I need to do is have a good thumbnail and a good thumbnail, a good title to get people to click on the video, to get that view count. Then I need to have a good video to get that watch time. So after this video, are you going to be a fucking loser and not write down whatever achievement you want to make by the end of the year? Or are you going to be a winner and write it down? Are you going to be a loser and not write down the things you need to do every day to get to that point? Or are you going to be a winner and write it down? Are you going to be a loser and not do the things you wrote down every day and not stick to your routine? Or are you going to be a winner and stick to your routine? Are you going to be a loser and not achieve your goals? Or a winner who actually achieves their goals and more, since they 10x'd their original achievement? I gave y'all boys the fucking sauce. Now it's your fucking move. What are you going to do with this information I taught you today? Are you going to be a loser or a winner? I'll catch y'all boys later.